Hi guys, welcome to Gadget Reviews. On today's episode, I'm going to show you my desktop setup for my iPad Pro. Stay tuned. Hi everyone, I hope you're all doing well. On today's show, we're going to look at my desktop setup for my iPad Pro. Now, if this is your first time ever watching one of my videos, I have ditched my laptop and my desktop and I'm going strictly with an iPad Pro. The iPad Pro is compact, portable, and doesn't take up a lot of space. And because of that, I also wanted as very minimal as possible of a desk. Now the window to the back of me here faces the south, so at no time will I ever have the sun shining in on my eyes. I also have tree coverage here, but it is nice to get a nice view of outside. Now let's take a look at my setup. As you can see, it's very minimal. There's not a lot of clutter. It's kept very clean. This desk is actually 39 inches. And then off to the side, I have this cutout cabinet that came with the house and I found a purpose for it. I have on this lower shelf a wireless printer that I can use that is connected to my iPad. It's tucked in, it's out of the way, there's no wires. And next to that, I also have a Bluetooth speaker if I want to jam out and listen to some music. This is the Cubicer computer desk. It comes in three sizes, the 39-inch, 47, and 52. It also comes in four different colors. This is the espresso version, which is more of a dark wood. There is a natural one, which is a lighter wood, and then there's a black and a white desk. The railings on the side are made out of metal, which makes it very secure and it's not going to shake or loosen up on you. Now there is a side storage bag which makes things very nice to put into. There's a lot of room in there. That keeps the clutter from not being on your desk. Now currently on Amazon there is no 39-inch desk available. I don't even see it as an option that it's sold out. Currently it says there's a 47-inch and a 55-inch available. Currently on Amazon, the 47-inch desk goes for $105 and the 55-inch goes for $115. When you look at the quality of the desk and you compare it to other desktops on Amazon, this price is very reasonable. And as you can see from the ratings, it has 607 ratings and it's rated at 4.5 stars. Now the desk assembly does come with instructions. I will say they're not the greatest, but I was able to figure it out through the pictures. It took me about 15 minutes of setup before I was completed. Let's talk about the chair. This chair does go up and down. It has good back support. However, there is no armrest. The reason why I did not want an armrest is because I like to sit higher in my chair and I don't want it ramming into the desk. If I want to sit all the way up to the desk, I'm not going to have those armrests in the way. And usually I'm resting my arm on the desk. Taking a look at this chair, it is actually an Amazon Basics low back chair with upholstered mesh. It is adjustable, swivel computer office desk chair. And this one comes in black. As you can see on Amazon, it has almost 5,000 ratings and it has a 4.5 star rating. Now, as far as the wheels are concerned, my carpet is a little thicker, so it was a little bit harder to maneuver if I want to back up and scooch up. However, I just kind of lift the chair lightly to move that 6 inches. I did test, however, on the hardwood flooring in my kitchen and it worked perfectly fine. My son was actually even able to push me. Now, the next thing I'm going to talk about is this lamp over here. This is a more modern minimalist lamp. It is sold on Amazon. It's by a company called Shine. It goes for $21. And as you can see on Amazon, it has sold quite a few and again, has near 4.5 stars. Now this does come with a switch where you can turn on and off. And actually what I did is I keep the switch on, I threw in a smart light bulb, and then I can control the light through my phone. I think the light goes really good with the desk and the style of my house. I have on my desk a lot of blacks and grays, and then the top of this lamp has more of a rustic feel going on. Now the next thing I want to talk about is this pad on the desk. This pad is going to prevent scratching. You can see it's very soft on the bottom. It's going to help you with making sure that your devices that are on top, whether it's your keyboard or your mouse or even your Magic Keyboard, are not going to be sliding around. They're not going to get scratched up, and your wood is not going to get scratched up. Also, if you're going to use a stand for your iPad, there's enough room behind it to have it off of this pad. This pad is sold on Amazon by a company called Yasagi. Now there are 3 different sizes. I ordered the smallest one, which is the 23 by 13, and it fits absolutely perfect. They have multiple colors to choose from. However, I did go with the black. Now also on my desk, I have this wireless charger. This is the Kotek wireless charger that is sold on Amazon. Now I've had this one for several years and it still works great. There are more newer versions of this. I will leave a link in the description. As you can see on Amazon, here is one for an example that you can get for $23. It's a 2-pack. There is one that is a pad, and then there's also one that's a stand. I prefer the stand because if you are doing work at your desk and you get a text message, you can literally just look at your phone and it'll turn on. Versus it being down on the desk, you got to lift up your phone or lean your head way over. It's way more convenient. And always nearby, I make sure to have my AirPods, and then that way I can make a phone call or receive a phone call and continue to do whatever it is on my iPad. Now what I wanted to do just to give it a little bit of a touch was just add just a little bit of decor. So I decided to buy this plant. This comes from a company called Veliner. They have 3 different options. Currently this one is out of stock. This is a bamboo leaf and the pot is made out of gray paper pulp. I would recommend sticking some pads on the bottom as this is kind of rough. You don't want it to scratch up your desk. Now you really have 3 options in how you want to display your iPad when you're here at the desk. You could have it just laying on the desk, but I think most of us, if we're going to be at a desk, would rather have it propped up. You could do an option like this Magic Keyboard, which isn't going to be budget friendly, but there are some advantages. Of course, you have this amazing keyboard for typing, but you also have the charging port on the side, so you can always free up that other side, which you can use for a dongle, and you can load other things and hook up external hard drives. So ideally, this is my favorite option. On a more budget-friendly option, you can go with a keyboard, mouse, and stand. Now first, let's take a look at this stand. This stand comes from an alloy steel. It's very heavy duty. It's not going to fall apart on you. The hinges are nice and tight and firm. It's not going to loosen up and just bust. I used to have a different stand that I used that was similar. It was more of a silver look. However, I'm going with a little bit of a darker look to match with my iPad. This one is wider, and you're going to want to get a wider one for your iPad Pro so you don't have to worry about it tipping over if you bump it. This is a good option. It has padding on the top, on the bottom, and it comes with some extra padding strips if those ever do wear off. Now this goes for $16 on Amazon, and it has a nice clean look. It kind of matches everything that's going on the desk. And out of 180 ratings, a perfect 5 stars. If you're going to go with something like this, this is definitely something you should get. Now, if you want to go more with a desktop approach and the stand, you can pick up this wireless keyboard and wireless mouse on Amazon. It goes for $36.89. It has a 4.5 stars. The materials feel good. It's not a cheap plastic. You can also look on Amazon for other options. There are so many options when it comes to keyboards and mouses. The mouse, at least with this one, is going to be somewhat limited to what it can and can't do. I did test it out on the screen. You can scroll from the top of the screen and adjust the brightness as well as check your notifications. However, swiping over to the next screen of apps, I was unable to. I was not able to open from the left apps that are already open. You can click on apps and open them up, but you're going to be limited to what you can do, at least with this mouse. If you don't want to have to use your finger and point up and swipe, then I would recommend having everything in subfolders on your home screen, so that way that mouse can access all of it. So there's a look at my desk setup. I think it's very practical, very minimalistic for my iPad Pro. I don't need one big huge L-shaped desk and then another monitor that's hanging on a wall that's 60 inches. If you want to go with a monitor route, at least be aware that at this time, this iPad Pro is not going to give you a full screen. It's going to be cut off on the edges. That's all I have for today. If you have any questions or comments, go ahead and leave them in the comment section. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and please subscribe for future iPad and gadget reviews. Until next time, take care.